Hello guys, you're welcome back to this channel. It's been a while since we dropped any video on Forex weekly analysis. I have been really busy. I guess I have some time on my hands now, and I can start dropping more videos. So in this video we will be looking at the weekly forecast for four currency pairs, which is the XAUUSD, which is gold, USDCAD, USDCHF and GBPUSD. So the first pair that we'll be looking at is the XAU to the USD, and for this pair, taking a look at the daily time frame, it looks like the XAUUSD is actually bullish. It is moving in an uptrend, but then again it looks like it hit a major resistance level and it has begun to move downwards. So on the 45-minute time frame, on the 45-minute time frame, it is respecting a trend line movement on the 45-minute time frame, and there is a chance that XAUUSD might just buy during this week. So it is making signs that it is about to buy. As you can see, this is a reversal pattern. This looks like a double bottom reversal pattern on the trend line, which indicates that it might reverse soon, as you can see, following the uptrend. So we might just place a buy on the XAUUSD this week. But there is something important to note. You have to note that this one is going to be really risky, because you are going to be risking around 80 pips to catch about 220 pips. So if you know you don't have the appetite to risk 80 pips, then you might not trade this pair. So on a smaller time frame, let's look at the 1 minute time frame. On the 1 minute time frame, it looks like gold is currently buying. So if we are to enter around here, we might most likely get about 20 to 30 pips from this trade. You might get like 20 to 30 pips from this trade. So gold might just be riding on another trend line, on a smaller trend line on the 1 minute time frame, and it might break this trend line and move downwards. So it is mostly advisable that once we have placed this trade and we have gotten about 20 pips out of it, we should be watchful. We should start watching the markets to see if we would exit this trade. So that's the analysis we have on gold this week. And then again, you shouldn't be too sure of this analysis, because there is a high chance that it might just break this trend line and continue moving down, because this looks like a strong bearish movement. But then again, it's all we do in the market is risks, so we might just place a trade on the gold pair. This might be one of the first things that we might place a trade on, and we might just reduce the stop loss. We'll still look at how we can analyze gold depending on how it is going to move on Monday. So the next pair that we'll be looking at is the USDCAD, the US dollar to the Canadian dollar. And as for this, let's wait for the chart to load. As for this, it hit a major resistance and it began to move downwards. So what we are looking at is this support area here, that is this red line and this blue line. These areas here, we are looking at buying when the pair gets to one of these levels. Once the price gets to this support area, you're going to buy. But then again, you should also be careful. We're going to be risking about 50 pips to get about 100 pips from this trade, but it's advisable to be careful because this is a really bearish movement and there's a high tendency that it can break this support level and continue moving down. So for those people who are already thinking of not setting their stop losses, please set your stop loss. So the next pair we'll be looking at is the USDCHF. For the USDCHF, the USD CAD and the USDCHF, sometimes they move in the same direction. So if we're looking forward to buying the USD CAD, then we should also be looking forward to buying this USDCHF. But then again, this looks like it has entered a resistance area. It has entered the resistance area. Let me analyze that properly. It moved up, got to this resistance area, and it went down. It moved up again to this resistance area, and we are looking forward to sending it downwards. So we're going to be placing a sell trade on this, and we're going to be risking about 50 pips to catch about 90 to 100 pips, depending on how the market is going to move. So risking about 50 pips to get about 100 pips. We're most likely going to close around this area here because this is the trend line that it is actually riding on. It was riding on this trend line before, this blue one here, and it broke this trend line, and now it's riding on this other trend line. So there is a high chance that we might actually close the trade when it gets to this other trend line. That is, we're going to close trade around 50 pips. So this one is going to be quite risky, but we're going to take it anyway. So we're going to be risking about 50 pips to catch about 100 pips. I am looking at this order, its last support area as the take profit area. So I'm going to be placing a sell trade on the USDCHF for this week. The next pair that we will be looking at is the GBPUSD. And for this GBPUSD, there are a lot of confusing lines on the GBPUSD. Let me explain them one by one. So the GBPUSD, initially it was riding on this trend channel. It was going up down on this trend channel, and this is the 4-hour time frame, by the way. It was moving around this trend channel, and it decided to break this trend channel and decided to create a new trend channel. And then again, it has broken this new trend channel. That's this blue one here, this new trend channel. It has broken it, and it is moving on this new trend channel, that is this red trend channel. So currently it has already bounced on the support trend line of this trend channel, and it is currently bullish. But then again, on the overall trend, it is currently bearish. So there are two scenarios we can watch out for in this GBP CAD. Let's look at a smaller time frame. This is the 15-minute time frame for the GBP CAD. We predicted that the GBP CAD is supposed to continue rising. As you can see, it went down, hit the support trend line, and it bounced up, and it is currently ranging. There are two things that can happen. It is either it breaks this this channel where it is this support and resistance channel and continue moving up, or it will range for a while and maybe break down or break up depending on where it wants to actually move. So we have already set our long and short positions here. So we are predicting that maybe if it should get to this resistance level here, we're going to place a sell trade. We're not going to risk anything more than 20 pips, and we're going to target about 50 to 55 pips on this trade. And if this price moves to this support level without getting to this resistance level, we're going to place a buy trade I'm not going to risk anything more than 20 pips to catch about 100 pips. The reason why I'm putting this 100 pips outside this channel area, this support and resistance channel area, is because there is a high chance that the price might actually break and move upwards. So it can break this resistance and continue moving upwards, then hit our 100 pip target. And that's because it has currently bounced on this new trend channel, and we're expecting it to continue to move upwards to this other trend channel, which is here. So that's all the analysis we have on these 4 currency pairs. We will also be watching other currency pairs to see how they move, but these are the ones that we have plans for now. So if you learned something new, if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you are new to this channel and you want to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button and subscribe to this channel so that other people can discover this channel. The last thing that we're supposed to do is to check our forexfactory.com. This is where we'll see all the news. Now, if you used to follow our Forex weekly analysis, you would understand that we usually avoid trading during news periods. So we usually watch all these news periods. Next week starts from the 29th of February. Okay, 28th of February. Mondays on the 28th. So we usually avoid trading during high impact news. Like this red icon here signifies that this is a high impact news. So we're going to avoid trading AUD pairs during these times. Note that this is my own country's time. If you check forexfactory.com, the time is going to be different. So these news are not usually good when you are holding a trade in loss or even when you are in profit. So you should watch out for this news. So if you are holding any currency pair that has USD or CAD around Tuesday, you should be watching it before these times. And if you're in profit, set your stop loss above your price if you are in profit. And if you are in losses, please, the best thing to do is just maybe get out of that trade, because the news is going to cause there to be spikes, and that spikes is actually going to make you hit your stop loss. The best thing to do when you see high impact news is to probably scalp the news by setting buy and sell orders above and below the current price, so that you'll be able to catch those news spikes. I think that's all we have for our weekly analysis. So go to forexfactory.com to see all the high impact news for the week, and note them down and add them to your reminder so that you wouldn't forget the high impact news. So I guess that's all for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.